Okay, so we are live, and I have another Marvel Universe unboxing for you, or Marvel Legends. Sorry, it's the Falcon and the Winter Soldier U.S. Agent, and as you can see, this is another one I got at Ollie's. Good stuff, cheap, and this was definitely cheap. But let's see if it's good stuff. So we're gonna see that the figure is slightly different from the picture on the packaging. So I'm guessing one of these was like an earlier design of the uniform, and the other one was, a later design of the uniform. Maybe they just didn't have enough lead time, but whatever. Let's go ahead and get them opened up. Oh, we should read the bio on the back before I do that. Uh, After being stripped of the Captain America title, John F. Walker, wonder what the F stands for. Uh, John F. Walker's spirit is shaken as he takes on the new mantle, U.S. Agent. Marvel and their mantles, huh? Yeah, that was Victoria Alonso's strategy, and she got fired. So I kind of wonder if they'll stick with that. All right, so we got the Build-A-Figure piece, and that, of course, is another part of Captain America's wing. So let's go ahead and see if we can put that together somehow. So that's going to go on there like that. So there we go. Got a little more wing there. So maybe I'll be able to get the rest of these. Maybe I'll be able to find some at Ollie's or cheap on Amazon. So, and I know I've got the piece from Wanda that I opened up a while back. So at least I have that one. And this piece of tape that's just not wanting to cooperate. So I'm just going to cut it. That's what you get, tape. So there we got a solid fist. This is a solid fist for the right hand. So I'm going to set that aside for now. And while I got the X-Acto knife on my hand, I might as well cut this piece. And that is a solid fist for the left hand. So we can take those out, set those aside. And then last but not least is Mr. Walker himself. And the first thing I noticed as I take this out of the package is he has a gun holster on his right hip. But this gun is not removable. It's a solid molded holster with a gun in it. It's not like it's not it's not a separate piece. So that's disappointing. I would have liked for him to have a pistol, but I guess not. And he also has a hole in the back so he can carry his shield, and there's no shield in this package. I mean, to be fair, he didn't have a shield at this point in the show when we first see him in his U.S. agent uniform. And I guess he'll get a shield later. So probably what I'm going to do is sometime soon, I'm hoping to go get my Marvel Universe figures out. I'm saying Marvel Universe. I want to go by and get my Marvel Legends figures out of storage. And I'm probably going to give him the all-silver shield that came with the Captain America and Peggy Carter 2-pack. So that way he can have some kind of shield. So in the comic book, John Walker's U.S. agent uniform is very similar to this, although there are some differences, which I'll get into talking about some of those. But this is kind of like an MCU equivalent of it, where it's basically just, a Captain America costume, but in black, and the stripes are facing a different way. But of course, in the MCU version, his Captain America costume looked pretty much exactly like this one, except for it was blue instead of black. So, yeah, I believe there was a Walmart exclusive Captain America figure of John Walker as Captain America, but I don't think that it went into general release. I think it was just a Walmart exclusive, and I never saw it in the stores. I only saw it on the website. So there's no real accessories to this guy. He's just got fists. So not a whole lot to talk about as far as accessories. I would have liked it, like I said, if this had been a removable pistol, and I would have liked it if he had had a shield, even though technically he didn't wear a shield when he didn't have a shield when he wore this uniform in the show. But they could have given him at least like the homemade beat to hell shield that he had I think that would have been a nice accessory to include with this figure. It's not a bad likeness of Wyatt Russell. I can get it to focus. And it does have that kind of thing where the helmet makes his ears kind of stick out a little bit more. So, but yeah, I like this uniform. I thought they did a good job translating the U.S. agent uniform into live action. Like obviously, it's got more of an MCU aesthetic to it than the comic book aesthetic. So he's not going to have like the Buccaneer boots and the wings on the side of the head are more sort of subtle and that sort of where it's more of like a what do they call it, a relief sculpture rather than actual wings sticking out of his head. But they are sculpted into the head and painted with some nice silver paint, and it looks nice. I like the that in the MCU they gave John his own emblem, which is this kind of cross between a star and an A, and I think that's kind of cool. It's nice that he has a little something to set him apart. I know a lot of people really hated this character on the show, and you're supposed to not like him. he's, he's supposed to be a character that you don't like. It's it's not a bug, it's a feature. So so yeah, he's supposed to be a jerk. In fact, I think they probably should have made him a little bit more of a jerk. But I guess decapitating a guy with Captain America's shield that was probably enough for some people. But even still, like he was trying to be nice to Sam and the Falcon, and I kind of feel like at even that early stage they maybe should have put a little more arrogance into him and maybe had him be a little more dismissive of Sam and Bucky, and that probably would have been better. I think I would have liked to have seen him be a little bit more of a jerk than he actually was. But considering how much people actually hated this character on the show, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe maybe they did the right amount as it is. So not a very long episode this time. Not a whole lot to talk about. It's a pretty basic figure. Some nice detailing to it. He's got that typical Marvel Legend articulation. Arms go up about this far. Let's look at him next to Bucky, since I got Bucky over here, and you can see that he is a little bit more sort of like robust than Bucky. They're clearly not sculpted on the same buck. They're two different figures. They don't share any parts or anything like that. So and yeah, he's a little bit taller than Bucky, I think. By it looks like maybe about like an eighth of an inch. So so yeah, but they look good together, and hopefully I'll be able to get that Captain America figure and the rest of the wing parts so I can put that together. And that's that. That's the episode. Sorry, there's not any more. But hopefully I'll have another episode up for you soon, and maybe that will be a little longer. All right. So if you enjoyed this very short episode, please like and subscribe and all the fun YouTube stuff down below. Let me know what you think about U.S. Agent John Walker. Let me know what you think about the figure and and the character in the comic book, and the character in the show. Leave a comment below. We will talk to you next time. Bye. Come on.